Hey, what's up you guys, it's me Sanne and I'm back with another beauty video, of course. And today I'm doing another one palette 3 looks video because I kind of enjoyed doing that one. Like I did one 2 weeks ago with the Colourpop The Child palette and I actually really liked it because it gave me the opportunity to really play with the palette. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Fade Into You palette by Colourpop, and I promise this will be my last Colourpop related video in a while. I know 2 in 2 weeks is kind of a lot. I just really wanted to talk about this one because boy did this one take a whole journey around the world to get here. It took about a full month for me to get it, which is a lot of time, and it was a lot of stress because we thought it was lost, but it's here. But yeah, I just really wanted to dive into this palette like really well because I still haven't been able to play with it, so I just thought a 3 looks 1 palette would be good for this palette. This is it. It has a cute pastel front and then this is the inside. Very, very colorful and lovely. This is like the full reason I got it. There's a lot of pastel shades in here that I don't have. Shimmery shades, a few cool toned purples in here as well, which I also don't have. More yellows, which is my favorite color and I really need more yellows. I feel like I say this in every single video, but yeah, overall I really enjoyed the view of the palette. Like the fact that it's square pants doesn't really bother me since I don't have a lot of Colourpop items. I just really don't care about that. Anyway, I already swatched all of these shades for an article, so I'm not really gonna swatch them over here again because there's a lot of them and it'll just get messy because I'm messy like that. But I'll just quickly put up all the pictures here, like, so you can take a look at them. I was quite blown away by these swatches because when I first looked at the swatches on the Colourpop Instagram, my friends and I had a discussion that yeah, the swatches look great, but it looked like they had been applied on a really wet base. I don't really mind if shadows perform better on a wet base because I like using a wet base anyway, but when I did these swatches, I was blown away by the pigment. And I didn't even use a wet base. It was just my normal finger on my normal skin. These swatches have pigments, a lot of it. So I'm really curious as to see how they perform on the eyes. Let's quickly talk about shades before I get into them. So you got a row of each color of the rainbow, and also there's quite a few mattes with shimmers in them. So just keep that in mind. There's quite a few mattes with shimmers in them. There's also 4 pressed glitters in here, so if you don't like pressed glitters, also to keep that in mind. They are really beautiful. The thing is that if they get in your eye, they can damage your eye because it's just pieces of plastic, so you really have to watch out with that. I'm really excited to see these perform on the eyes because, you know, the swatches looked really promising. I'm just gonna start with the first look, and I think I'm gonna start with the yellow look. That has been the longest intro. I am so sorry, but we're gonna get into look 1 now. As you can probably tell, I have already done my eyebrows and my eye base. I think I'm just gonna go in with this very bright yellow. As you can see, this one is a bit more toned down, so I feel like keeping that to the end to maybe be able to deepen up this yellow a bit. I think I'm just gonna go in with this one and just see how that goes. That one is called Abstract. Yeah, most of these shade names are named after, like, I feel like art type things, which I find is very fun, you know, with this colorful palette. They are like sticking more to this crease of concealer that I have over here. It's quite a bright yellow, but it's definitely sticking to that crease in my wet base. Let me just... Also, fun fact of course, I actually hit 100 subscribers today. I sound like such a YouTuber. And I am very happy about that. And I am very grateful for all 100 of you. That's quite a lot of people. So awkward, I'm sorry. I'm just really grateful. Okay, so there's a lot of fallout in the pen. And not too much under my eyes, I must say. I'm just going in with this one because that one is a tiny bit darker, and let's see if we can just deepen up that outer corner a tiny bit. That one is called Bonus Points. Oh, okay, this color is strange. This color confuses me because as you could tell, it looked darker in the pan, right? And when I applied it on here, it just seemed lighter than what I had already applied. But yeah, it looks like a more toned down yellow. Yeah, that's not gonna deepen up, so I'm just gonna keep it like this. This is the deepest we can get it. I think I'm just gonna make the edges a bit lighter by applying some of the pastel yellowy, which is Big Smile. Ooh, that got a lot of fallout. Look, that is quite light. Oh, it actually applies quite well on top of each other, as you can see. So I'm just gonna go in with the shimmer, which is this one. And that one is called Shine Bright. And I'm just going in with my finger, but it feels really soft. It's not the most shimmery shimmer, but it looks nice. So I am gonna get risky and try something. I'm gonna try to apply this to my eyelid, the glitter, really carefully as to not get too much excessive stuff so it doesn't fall into my eye immediately. You know, it looks nice, but it doesn't apply as like precisely or whatever as I like to do with my shimmers. And the glitters do get literally everywhere, as you can see. Not my favorite, but you know, we'll deal with it. So I'm just grabbing my favorite item, which is my face paint box. I think I want to do yellow liner. If I don't like it, I'll just put a black liner on top. It's kind of fun. So I just finished most of the eye look. I'm just gonna do the base makeup now, and most especially the concealer underneath my eye, so I can finish off the eye look completely and then show you the finished look. Okay, so I applied most of my base makeup. I also did some fake freckles, which has been like 3 years since I lost the fake freckles. So I'm just gonna finish off this look by applying more of that yellow shade just under my eye. Okay, so I have set the concealer under my eye with powder and still it shows up quite well. Okay, so I did the last for the eyeshadow. I'm just gonna apply some highlighter, lashes and lips, and then I'll be back with the final first look. Hello, this me. This look, I love this look. It's cute, but from what the palette has brought me, it is just a yellow shade and a yellow glitter. So yeah, kind of the thing that makes this look cute is the yellow liner, and that's not from the palette, so but in general it is a cute yellow look, if I must say so myself. As you can see, the yellow is very vibrant and did blend out very well. I like the quality of the shadow is really good. It's just sad that there's two yellows in there that seem so similar. Okay, so the yellow row, I used all of it. I enjoyed it. The colors are pretty, but like the mix could have been a bit better, I think. So yeah, this is look number 1, and I'll move on to look number 2. Hello, tis I again. I have already done my eyebrows and I have primed my eyes, this time using the Makeup Academy eye primer. I need to use this up because I've had it for a year. Also, I just want to say I am never ever putting those glitters on my eyelids again. Oh my, is it hard to get those things off your face. Right now, it's 24 hours later. My face is still covered in glitter. Yeah, we're not doing that anymore. So I think I want to do the two-tone look today. And I'm gonna get started on the purple colors. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put a layer down of the pastel purple shade, which is Selfie. Okay, and I'm just applying that into the crease. Okay, this one packs on really nicely. You see this glitter underneath my eye? It's still from yesterday. It doesn't blend perfectly well. It has that slight sparkle in it. I don't know if that's obvious on camera or not, but it does have a slight shimmer to it, so just be wary of that. I think that's also the reason it doesn't blend perfectly. So I think I'm gonna deepen it up with the shade underneath it. This one is called Majestic. Move that. Yeah, that's a lot warmer, as you can tell. Okay, so I might have made a mistake mixing these two colors because their undertones are just very different. So this darker purple is sticking quite a bit patchy over here, as you can probably tell. I'm just going back in with the pastel purple to kind of make it a bit more cool toned again. Okay, so now I'm going in with the two shimmers. First a darker shimmer, which is this one. This one is called Nouveau. I'm just taking that to the outer bit. And then to the inner corner of the eyelid, I'm applying the pastel shimmery shade, which is called Express. I do think that the shimmers, like, they apply so nicely and they are so cute. They could have been a lot more shimmery. So I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna use an eyeliner brush, and I'm gonna apply that as eyeliner, see how that goes. This one is called Zeitgeist. I'm just grabbing some concealer and a very, very thin brush, and I'm gonna be drawing eyeliner, a small wing on my eyes with concealer. Okay, I have applied the concealer liners, and I'm just going in with that dark shade Zeitgeist and my eyeliner brush, and I'm just pressing that onto that concealer. I finally finished the wing. I don't know if you can tell, but there's quite a lot of glitter fallout underneath my eye. Okay, so I finished most of this purple eye, and then now I'm moving on to this eye, and I'm gonna do this one with the pink red colors, because I think that would make for a very cute two-toned look. So I'm gonna get started with this pastel pinky shade, which is Lovecraft. Just blending it all into my crease. Okay, this shade blends quite well. This is very cute. And now I'm going in with the darker pinky shade, which is this one. And that one is called Atelier. So I'm just blending it into the crease. And that is just the perfect darker version of this pink. Like, it's the exact same shade. So now I'm going in with this lovely pastel pink shimmer shade, which is called Fantasyland. I'm just applying that to the inner portion of my eyelid. So I'm just immediately going to go in with the concealer liner. So I'm just gonna quickly do that and create a liner using concealer, so we can add the dark pink or red-ish shade on top of that. I think that's decent. So I'm just taking my eyeliner brush again, and this time I'm moving in with the dark red shade, which is Paradise. And I'm just applying that on top of the liner, just like we did on the other side. Okay, so I think I finished both sides of eyeshadows. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the rest of my base makeup, so we can move on to the bottom lash makeup and then finish the look. Okay, so most of my base makeup for now is done. So I'm just gonna take it easy and grab the same shades that I used before and move them underneath my eyes. So for the purple side, I'll go into this one and maybe deepen it up with this one again. And on the pink side, I'll go in with this one and maybe deepen it up with that one again. And for the inner corners, I'm just going into the same shimmer shades I've already used, and then I'll put a highlighter on top of it just to make it pop a bit more, but then at least we have a bit of the color that we used on the eye and the inner corner as well. Like that. This is most of the eye looks finished. I'm just gonna go on and do my highlighter, lips and lashes, and then I'll be back with you in a few seconds. Hello, welcome. This is the full entire two-toned makeup look. I do prefer this purple side. It looks a lot cuter than this pink side, but the colors are, like I said, the shimmers are cute, but they are not that shimmery at all. So yeah, I guess that is look number 2, a lovely two-tone moment, and then I'll swipe you into look number 3. Okay, welcome back. It is the time to do the third look. I think I'm just gonna jump into it right away, because this is gonna be the most excessive look and it's probably gonna take the longest, so we're just gonna get into it. I'm just gonna grab a very small brush. I'm going to create a rainbow, starting with this pastel pink shade. And I'm just gonna start applying this one in my inner corner. I'll go back to blend it out a bit better later, but first I'm going to lay down all the colors. So then I'm going into the pastel orange shade, which is called Treasure. I'm just applying that next to it. Next up is pastel yellow, which is called Big Smile. Then of course next is green, which is this one. And this one is called Designer. And then pastel blue, which is Take It Easel. And then finally I'll lay down the pastel purple called Selfie. Now I'm just gonna go back in and make sure everything is blended well. And I'm just gonna copy what I did on this eye as well. Okay, now I've applied all the eyeshadow colors above my crease. I'm gonna take a Q-tip with some makeup remover and just create a cut crease with that first. Now I'm taking a small flat brush and I'm creating the full cut crease using some eye primer. Okay, now I got this cut crease done. I'm going into some shimmers with a flat brush. And I'm going to start with this shimmery pink, which is called Fantasyland. And hopefully the shimmers will be a tiny bit more see-through, so it will just be shimmer. I know the orange shimmer is very opaque, so I'm just gonna move on to the yellow one, which is Shine Bright. And then just mix the pink and the yellow a bit to create the rainbow. And then I'm going into the green one, which is this one, which is called Pose. Okay, then moving on to the blue one, which is this one, called Hot Topic. And then going into the last one, which is this purple one, called Express. Okay, since I now copied the same thing on both eyes, I am again gonna do a colored liner. So I'm just grabbing some concealer and a very thin brush. I'm just gonna draw an eyeliner wing like I've done before in this video. Okay, so now I've applied my concealer liner. I'm just gonna go into the same pastel shades that I used before, the matte ones, and like the ones above here, and I'm going to apply them in the same order to this eyeliner that I've created. Okay, I have applied the eyeliner on both sides, so now I'm gonna do all of my base makeup and I'll get back to you. Okay, I'm back. I just did the rest of my base makeup, so I'm gonna finish the eye look now. So I'm just going back into that pastel blue, take it easel, and just apply that underneath my eyes. Okay, change my mind, I'm gonna do a rainbow anyway. We want as much rainbow as possible. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply some lashes and lips and mascara. And then I'll be done and I'll show you the finished look. Okay, and welcome back. I finished the third look, which definitely took a while longer than all the other looks I did. Let's quickly talk about this palette for a bit. In general, I really like this palette. There are, however, a few things in this palette that don't speak to me personally and could be something that makes other people not like this palette. Like, first of all, there's a few mattes in here with shimmers in them, which I personally don't mind. The mattes still blend perfectly fine even with the shimmers in them, so I like using them. I don't really mind if my look is a bit sparkly, but there are also quite a few people I know who don't like shimmery mattes at all, and there's quite a few in here. I'm not sure if I will ever use the pressed glitters again. I used 20 shades out of the 30, so I think I have a decent idea of the different textures and how they perform. The shimmers are very soft. They feel very nice. They aren't that sparkly. They just look nice, but they're not sparkly at all. In general, I mainly got this palette for the pastel shades, which I'm very happy with. They perform really well. They also blend very well. They layer well on top of each other and blend with each other very well. And there's just some really lovely colors in here that I can't wait until I can use them more. In general, I enjoy this palette. It has its cons and some not that nice things about it, but it also has some great shades with very great pigment that blend very well. So to me, it was a great buy and I'm very happy I got this. That was my 1 palette 3 looks about the Colourpop Fade into Hue palette. I will probably have some tutorials on my base makeup and lips up on my Instagram sometime in the next month. So if you're curious about that, just check out my Instagram because they will be coming. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. If you want to see even more from me, my blog and all my socials are linked down below, so you can check that out as well. And that's it for today. I want to thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Toodles!